Hey, it's Chef Vaughn here with KTalk, sponsored by Anvil Appliances. We're going to talk about breaking down a brisket today and how important that is to get the right one. But there's some things that we can do to save some money here. We have 3 briskets, a partial brisket here that we're working with. We'll start with the one from a warehouse store. That one here is it was $38.21, and it's prime. As you can see, it's USD prime. And that comes in a package that's called wet pack, so it's a cryovac, and it's right from the packing, right as soon as they slaughter the animal, they put it in the bag and leave it in there for 21 days and they start to sell it. So that's why there's a little more blood, a little more juices with that. This one here, we got from a packer that is prime also. Paid twice the price for it, $76.93 for this one. It's also prime. They both look about the same as far as the depth of the aging. The aging process should be like 21 days to keep it nice and tender. Then we have a bear leg beef we talked about a few times ago. Bear leg beef brisket, a partial one. I think we're equal quality as far as that goes. As far as price goes, we're completely different ballparks here. Let's break them apart and see how they look. So we'll start with that Costco one. There's 2 muscles in a brisket. Some people know that, some people don't. And you always want to cut against the grain. Now the grain is right here. It's going to show really well here. The grain is going this way. You see the lines, the striations, that's the grain. You want to go, if I wanted to carve this, I want to carve it against the grain so it's much more tender. We want a sharp knife. A sharp bony knife works great. The cooler the meat, the better. I'm going to save that fat so we can render that down later on and use it for baking, if you can actually use it for baking. So you want to just get it about a 1/4 inch off the meat. You can see we're getting a little bit of color back here, a little bit of meat back there, muscle. I'm going to keep trimming that down a bit. Just keep working it down until you get down to you can feel it when it gets thin enough. About a 1/4 inch is what you want. That's good. That's good. That's good. So we have a couple muscles, like I said. So we're going to turn it over and I'll show you the other muscle. So one's the point, one's the flat. And when we're doing the ends, you see there's a real thick side. That's over here. And then the ends, we'll want to cook those. The way Tim's going to cook those is he's going to cut these off and then cook them the full time in the smoker while we're going to finish this with rope, wrapping with some aluminum foil and making it so it'll be more moist. So we'll cut those off and let that happen there. There's more than fat in here. We have a little sinew that we're working with here too. So get that down, getting close to the meat there. You see the grain's going a different direction here. This is that other muscle. The grain's going this way now where we have the grain and the grain going over here. So you can see the different grains there, and that's where you'll separate those before you carve them. Okay, and we'll put that in our pan to season up a little bit. Let's take a peek at this packer piece. Paying $6 a pound for the fat too, so you might as well render it out and put it into something. Okay, so we're going to turn this around and take a peek at those 2 muscles that we can see easier. I showed you on the one piece. So we have one muscle going here, boom. Then we have the other muscle between the fat that's going down. You can see the fat on this side too. That basically the point. So the flat and the point. And that'll render out in the smoking process. So it'll be nice. Okay, I think that one is also done. This now the rub is whatever you like. I like my rub to be 1 part salt, 1 part pepper, and 2 parts sugar. Pepper can be paprika, pepper can be black pepper, white pepper, whatever you have in the cupboard. And that's the pepper part. The salt can be kosher salt, not iodized salt. Everything but iodized salt works great. One side done of the rub. Oh, generous is nothing. I wasn't fooling around there, was I? Here we go, some more rub. You won't want to put all that in the bag. You just want to put what holds onto the meat in the bag. I should let it set for a few days. A couple of days is great. Talk about that trimming down. We want to make sure that the seasoning that you put on here, that there's enough meat exposed, because the seasoning doesn't go through fat well, so it need to get to the meat itself. So that's why we kind of trimmed it down quite well. So, and like seasoning is inexpensive, so don't worry about wasting a little bit of seasoning. It's kind of critical. I want to catch all those edges. You'll see me catch all those edges as we put it in the bag. And one more bag, and away we go. That's how you do the brisket.